Well, welcome everyone to the first of 3 live mass meditation events and live ET Contact featuring the Star Teachers for our event this weekend, September 20th through the 22nd. We are so glad that you're here or listening at any time after you receive this recording. Because we know there is no time and space, really. That's kind of a construct of the third dimensional planet Earth plane, and nothing separates us from each other or the energy and the teachings of these beautiful star family who are coming in soon to address us and help us achieve a higher frequency for ourselves and the planet. So I do hope that you are all in a very comfortable space. I won't go into too much detail. I am feeling a great pressure from them to just get started. They will explain everything. And I do hope that you will have a wonderful, wonderful experience of group coherence with us today and with the Star Teachers, those high frequency ET interdimensional beings who are here to help us achieve the ascension into the next or several levels of higher frequency so that we can finally let go of all the negativity and the things that come with fear-based constructs and move forward in our lives to live like they live. So without further ado, I just wish to say welcome. Thank you for being here. Thanks to everyone who has helped bring this into fruition today and on into our future. Without further ado, we'll bring on the Star Teachers. And so we bid you all welcome, dear family. You are our family. In fact, you are our future ancestors. We are the Star Teachers in Lakesh. And Lakesh is an old greeting that means I or we are another you. We are one. And so welcome. Thank you for being here in your moment of the eternal now to join with us and to receive some beautiful messages, to go into a deep, deep, deep state of coherent meditation from the heart with all who are participating right now live and at any time when they listen to this recording, knowing that this energy will continue to build and grow and expand and sustain itself. All of you are part of co-creating this new, beautiful Earth frequency for herself and her inhabitants. We do ask, if you have just joined this broadcast, to please turn off your video so that there is extra bandwidth for more participation. Thank you, and we will keep you muted. And so we are the Star Teachers. We thank you for being here today, because it is what you do here today that allows you to move up and evolve in frequency to live the type of life that we live. We are not in your future, for there is no future, there is no time. We are merely you living on a different frequency, one that has freed itself from the constructs of the third density, those constructs that are very helpful for the experiment of the third density, such as duality, contrast, karmic patterning, fear-based, negativity, to bring contrast so that you can decide what you do and don't want in this particular dimension. But what we are here to say is that you actually have already achieved this. You have liberated yourselves from the third density, and you are now at this moment as this group of enlightened humans joining with us to bring yourselves to that higher frequency where none of that exists. The third dimension, Earth plane, is where all of those constructs exist, and there are reasons for them. You explored them, You had adventures with them. You learned a lot. But now you are weary of them and you wish to start anew. You wish to live in a more free state where you can co-create and be happy and joyful, harmonious and abundance with equality for all. This is our state. This is how we live. And we know this is true because we're speaking to you now, and you know that this will be achieved and is achieved because we are speaking with you now. We are you in Lakesh. And so we ask you to begin to get comfortable and to get quiet so that we can start the work that will help to propel you and your human family, your earth family, to join with us, your cosmic family, so that we can be one, so that you can start to feel the upgraded energetic differences that will be happening in your physical body as well as in your energetic body. You will feel very pleasantly revived and rejuvenated after this particular session with us. And every time you listen to the recording, this energy will build and it will feel wonderful. You will start to have more inspirations, more synchronicities, if you will, more beauty, more things that happen for the good in your life, because that is what you decided to create right here and right now with us. These will be integrated into your systems. These upgrades will be working in their own pace and at their own time with each one of you uniquely in a customized fashion. So if there is even physical or emotional or mental or even spiritual healing that needs to be taking place, balancing, that will be taking place now and ongoing in its perfect way. These integrations will help as we move to the activations of this energy towards the end of this 3-session event this weekend. If you cannot make all of them live, don't worry. The recordings will be available and you'll be able to participate that way. And they will still be real time and full strength. We encourage you now, once again, to please turn off your video screen and get comfortable. Please turn off all video by clicking on the camera icon on your device. And once you've done that, we encourage you to rest, to become very quiet, to close your eyes and relax in a way that feels best to you. Relax. Take a deep breath in. Fill your body with that beautiful substance called oxygen. And then as you exhale, just relax even more deeply. Allow the body to really deeply feel comfortable and relaxed, loose and weightless. Each breath you draw in, we encourage you to breathe in a sense of peace. And with each breath you let go, we encourage you to release all that is not peace. With each breath, breathe in peace, relaxation, and love. And with each breath out, let go of all that is not peace, relaxation, and love. And now as you take your next deep breath in, breathe in fully all the way up from the tips of your toes and fingertips to the top of your head, and hold the breath for a moment. And then as you exhale, let it go out of your body without force, and allow the breath to draw out of you any last vestiges of tension, gripping, tiredness, or stress, any worry, pain, fear, or negativity. Breathe in love. However you describe love to yourself. Breathe it in, fill yourself up with love. Perhaps give it a color. Hold it. And then release love back into your environment. Give it to your earth, to all those around you, coming back to yourself as it circles the world. Breathe in love, perhaps that color, that sound, that smell that reminds you of love. Hold it, sustain it, fill yourself even more with it as it expands. And then as you exhale, let go of that amplified state of love out into the world. See it circling the world in a wave of love. Think about something that reminds you of love now, a memory perhaps, or a daydream, a fascination, something you may have dreamed about. Not romantic love, but deep, unconditional, unabiding love. And once you have an image of that or a feeling of that, even better, the feeling of that, breathe it in, fill yourself up completely. Hold it. Let it bounce off the walls of all your cells, increasing the vibration. And then as you exhale, send it out in a tsunami of love around the world, affecting everyone and everything. And as it moves around the world, feel it increase in intensity, in sustainment. Continue to breathe in love and breathe out love. And as you relax more deeply, we, the teachers, form a circle around you, all of you who have amassed here today to come and offer your selfless service, to join with us, to increase the vibration, the frequency of this planet and her inhabitants. We circle you now in a space of love, and we begin now to work energetically with each and every one of you, individually and as a group, performing the upgrades that are needed in a customized way for each and every one of you, so that you can receive this frequency, so that you can hold it and begin to amplify it yourself. Please relax and enjoy any sensations that you may have now as we work, turning on the little latent switches in your DNA. As your molecules and your atoms and your cells begin to come online with this new information, a new way of thinking and feeling and being. You are becoming the new human. As we speak these words, feel it. You will become more powerful in all of your physical senses, and you will become more and more aware in the days, the weeks, and the months to come of your higher senses, perhaps some that you never knew existed before, but that are your birthright to use for the greatest good. As we continue these upgradings, allow yourself to relax and to receive, to drift and to float weightless as if you were out in the middle of space with all of these people that you have amassed with today and with us. See us as a group entity, all of us, you, us, everyone on your planet, everyone in your galaxy, everyone in the known universe, all floating as tiny specks of light together, forming the light that is the all one, Feel this beautiful energy as it flows through you. And know that you have access to everything, to all of creation. You are completely and eternally supported. You need only to tap into this feeling state to access it for yourself, to help create in a finer and much more positive way from here on out. And because there are so many of you, this energy will increase and intensify and will ripple out to affect the rest of your population. Each person receiving in their own time and their own way that which you are receiving now. Be the transmitter, be the receiver. Feel these upgrades. Feel the integration now as things begin to rewire in a much more amenable fashion. And allow yourselves now to go deeper and take a look into the space of your heart, there in the center of your being. See the heart as a beautiful sanctuary. This is the place we love to visit you the best. It is pure, it is beautiful, it is filled with all good things. See your heart however it comes to you. Float in your heart as we have been floating in space together, weightless, drifting, safe, peaceful. And as you observe your heart, notice that there is now starting to appear a tiny speck of golden white light. So tiny and yet so bright. It's brighter than the sun. See it. This is the ignition spark that is being placed in each of you now. This ignition spark is nothing more than a switch to help you remember yourselves, who and what you really are. Eternal, immortal beings of light with unlimited capability and the ability to create the most positive, beautiful existence that you could imagine and beyond. See this tiny spark of golden white light now begin to grow larger. First into a little bit larger speck of light and then into an orb. Really gaze at the orb. Watch it. You see it is moving, rotating, shimmering. So beautiful. All the love in the universe, the multiverse, the infiniverse exists in this orb. All of it. See it as it swirls and iridesces in front of you. And then see yourself being drawn into it as it grows larger and larger, there in the space of your heart. Begin to enter the orb easily, effortlessly, peacefully, and joyfully. The orb is now surrounding you, and it is the most wonderful place you've ever been. It's filled with light, with love, with the music of the spheres. Can you hear it? The sound of creation, the sound of coherency. You and everyone listening to this, you are all in now a very deep state of heart coherence. And we invite you now to send an igniting spark from your heart space, from within this orb of love and light out to the world. And see it as it starts as a tiny dent in the environment, like throwing a pebble into a lake. And the love energy ripples outward from that center point that is you. And now see it rippling further and further, gaining momentum, intensity, amplifying in its presence, rippling out and waving around the entire earth. See this energy now forming its own orb, its own impenetrable bubble of light and love. See it expand out past your atmosphere and surround your Earth planet. And having affected all the hearts of all the beings on this planet now with this love, this light, this coherency, having built the conditioned space, the sanctuary of impenetrable being around the planet with the orb of light and love, we now intend to fill the orb that surrounds the planet, the conditioned space, with an ever-increasing frequency of love, of wisdom, of liberation, of peace, of perfect abundance and equality for all, of perfect positivity and creative ability, and the ability to recognize, to be grateful for, to generously share, and wisely use this energy at all times. As you begin to build this ascension energy for your planet and her inhabitants, you come into perfect coherence and amplify the energy constantly. It is being amplified as it vibrates through each of your hearts, ripples out, fills the space around the earth, inside the earth, and through the earth, for all of her inhabitants and for her being, encased in this conditioned space of love, light, peace, and coherency. As this increases through the minutes, the days, the weeks, the months ahead, you will begin to see your world change for the better. You will be more apt to notice the good that is all around you and gratefully receive that which you require and desire effortlessly, for you are always supported perfectly in every way. The more you notice in gratitude, the more you receive and are able to share selflessly with others. The more you receive, the more able you are to understand the coherency between you and all other beings, realizing that you really are all one, that we are all one, and that there is no reason any longer to hold on to the heavy baggage that is holding you into the third density of fear, negativity, pain, hurt, greed, hatred. And so we now activate this within each and every one of you. And we charge you with this beautiful statement. Go out and share this with the world. Make every action, every thought, every word, every feeling, make it a sacred one of the highest frequency. We invite you now to begin to come back into the feeling state of your own personal body, for you are still human. And you are still here on planet Earth, although you just changed everything. You may start to see differences immediately if you open your eyes, especially your third eye. Come back into your body. Feel how genuinely wonderful you feel having integrated with the new energy and with these new processes. And know that they will continue to work with you and in you from here on out, always moving you upward and forward in the state of increasing frequency of love. And so you cannot help but affect those around you with it. And you cannot help but change the world with it. We know this because you've already done it and therefore given birth to us on our frequency. That is enough for today. We encourage you to join us for the other 2 live events. The links to them will be in the recorded portion of this video and on many of the pages where you first found us. We are deeply grateful to each and every one of you. And we thank you in Lakesh.